We would be grateful if you liked and subscribed, and don't forget to hit the notification button. In episode 4, we breakfast in our cabin again, are mesmerised by the lifts in the atrium, we have a look around the shops, we are surprised by a bowl of fruit, I go to a presentation about the remaining ports, while Jill films her cabin tour. We attend the Yacht Club cocktail party, go to a cinema-themed show, and have a formal night dinner in the Yacht Club restaurant. Well, it's just after 8:20 and breakfast has arrived. We asked for it later this morning. It's a sea day today, and so there's no need to, well, there wasn't yesterday either. I don't know what I'm totally on about. I slept extremely well last night.
It's Monday morning, 6th of January. It's a sea day. It's getting a little bit choppy out of the water now, and it's definitely raining. The balcony's washed, and I can feel it standing in the doorway. I can feel it blowing in. It's rain up.
After breakfast, we had a look through the daily planner. This is normally only available through the MSC app, but if you ask, there are a limited number of printed copies available. We decided to spend some time looking around the lower decks. We started on deck 5 in this spectacular atrium. We then looked around some of the shops where Jill bought some perfume. On returning to our cabin, we were surprised to find this lovely bowl of fruit. Later, I visited the theatre for the remaining destination presentations. Unlike on Princess, where the presentations are recorded and are available later in the day on your cabin TV, it seems that on MSC the only way to see them is to watch them live in the theatre. As you can see, the event was very poorly attended. The presentation for each port followed the format: history, geography, and then some tips about getting from the ship to the centre. While I was at the theatre, Jill was filming a cabin tour. By now, the weather had deteriorated further, banishing any thoughts of venturing out on deck. Hello.
Catch up since yesterday. Yesterday morning we were getting ready to go into Hamburg.
That's right.
So we wrapped up very warm because it's very, very cold, and went down, taken down to the shuttle stop, and were taken to a shuttle which said it was for the city centre.
Yes.
Got on the shuttle, it was about 20 minutes.
Yeah, about 20 minutes, yeah.
And arrived in Hamburg near a lake
Yes, so there's two lakes. Well, it's really one big lake, but it's sort of cut in half by a road and rail bridge, which goes between two bits of Hamburg. And from there, we knew that there was shopping. In Hamburg, almost everything is shut on a Sunday, but we knew that there was a shopping centre open at the railway station. So we walked up to the railway station through, that was about we were walking slowly, it was probably about a 20-minute walk, something like that. 15-minute walk.
But we did, although we stopped part way as soon as we saw a coffee shop.
Oh yes, that's right, we did, yes.
Very, very bitingly cold.
Yes, it was. And yes, I forgot the coffee.
We stopped to have a coffee.
Yes.
Not a great coffee, but...
it was a bit weak, really. It was strange. They put a lot of coffee in it, but it wasn't all that strong.
It had no flavour to it at all, but it was warm.
Yes, it was.
That was the main thing, it was warm.
And it was nice, a nice coffee shop, but then
we walked up so we could see the station.
And the shopping centre was actually almost as prominent as the railway station itself. And walked in there, and we had a look round various shops.
There were a lot of food outlets, almost a food hall.
Oh yes,
but lots and lots of food outlets.
But we bought one or two things there. We bought a Christmas bauble, which we try and do in every port we visit.
And magnets.
Fridge magnets, yes. And
my sew-on badge.
Oh yes, it's sew-on badge. And then we walked back to the shuttle,
which took about...
We were very lucky with the shuttle because we were the last people to get on it before it departed again, and I wouldn't have fancied standing there very long for... They reckon the shuttles were about every 20 minutes, but you can't really tell unless you just miss them.
Standing there for 20 minutes would be not great.
No, so we got back to the ship, and we got back to the ship about 2:00.
Yeah.
And as we were arriving, there was just starting to a little bit of sleet. And
the last shuttle into Hamburg was 2:00. They were packing up the tent.
That's right.
Weren't they?
And we came up to our cabin and
to warm up.
Yes.
A little while, but
and what did we do after that?
Well, then once we'd thawed out a bit, we went down to the Topsail Lounge to get a coffee and a drink.
Yes.
And to warm us up more.
Yes.
And a couple of snacks to go with it from the little buffet.
And then we came back to our cabin to change for the evening, and we went to the
Yacht Club restaurant.
Yacht Club restaurant. We took our previous route of going through the buffet, across the which comes first.
Well, you go through the covered pool area, out onto the aqua park, and then
the open deck.
Which
in the open deck there was snow all over the sun latches.
And it was starting to, it was raining at that point, so it's starting to melt. Yeah. Just had to pick your way carefully. But it was actually quite nice to get a little bit of fresh air.
Yes.
The 2 minutes it takes.
Yes, and it's covered at the sides anyway. Yes. You didn't have to go out into the rain.
And then in through the buffet, because you have to go to the lift at the far end to be able to get up to deck 15.
For the Palmeraie restaurant, and there we had very nice minestrone soup, very very thick with vegetables. Unusually for me, there didn't seem to be any tomato in minestrone. Perhaps
it wasn't a usual minestrone. I'd have called it more a
vegetable soup,
garden vegetable soup with lots of beans in it. But it was tasty.
And then we had filet mignon.
Yes.
Which came with unusual vegetables, really.
It was billed as with grilled vegetables. And
the vegetable was a piece of red pepper, piece of green pepper.
I had yellow.
Yes, you did.
Aubergine.
Yep, some aubergine and some courgette. Now, the waitress asked us if we'd like some fries with it, which weren't on the menu at all. And we said yes to that. We had a bowl of fries.
She said, well, I'll do a plate just between the two of you.
Yes.
And we were glad we did, because the veg was a little odd.
Well, yes, I mean, we didn't eat all the veg, but there wasn't very much of it anyway.
No. The steak was gorgeous.
Yes, it was. Very nice.
Really nice.
And then after that...
You had the coconut pistachio dap one.
Wow, which is basically a cake. But it was lovely.
And I had a fresh fruit salad with sugar-free ice cream.
Yes.
Which was very good as well.
And we had
coffee.
We had a cappuccino. And, well, that was really it for the night. We came back and...
watched a bit of television.
Yes.
Couldn't get up the energy to go out again.
Now today, we haven't had much energy today either.
I think getting cold wore us out a bit.
We had breakfast in our cabin, and then I went and watched the...
No. Before that, we went out for a while. We were quite late. Yes. It was gone 10 by the time we'd showered and had a breakfast, showered and dressed. So we thought we'd better vacate the cabin for a while so they could tidy it up.
Yeah.
So we went down to the
shop. We did a tour round decks 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, we'll try and do some of it to the ship's tour at some point.
Yes.
But
if I can stay awake long enough to do a complete tour.
The deck 5 is mainly the restaurants, and it's a very small area in the middle, which is a reception area more than an atrium, isn't it?
Yes. But it goes up very high.
Yes, it goes up through the middle of up to deck. We decided 9.
Yes, I think so.
In the middle. So we looked at the few bits on 5,
and then
round the shop.
Complete circuit of 6 and 7.
And they were lots of special offers in the shop. So
we bought
some perfume because it was 20% off just for the one day. So I looked it up and it was cheaper than buying it at home.
And so we came back to the cabin for a little while.
To drop everything off.
And we found a nice bowl of fruit on the table there when we got back. And then I went to a destination presentation for the remaining destinations. I even stayed for Southampton, which was quite amusing.
You said there's no shuttle at Southampton.
No shuttle at Southampton. And while I was doing that,
I did a room tour, which we will put up at some point. I'll have to have a look at it and see. I filmed it with my new
Osmo Pocket 3.
And then I filmed it again with my phone just in case I was rubbish the first time. And I may need a third go.
It's interesting. I've just noticed that with this, the ship's been buffeted somewhat, and I've just noticed how much the camera is waving around on the tripod.
I'm not sure how good this one will be.
It depends how good the stabilisation is. But now we're off soon, almost right away, to the Topsail Lounge because there's a cocktail party.
Not quite sure what to wear for it because it's a gala evenings, which means dressing up, but the cocktail party is still during the afternoon.
Yeah. So we're not sure. So we're going to go sort of halfway to the cocktail party and see whether we're fitting in then and maybe dress up a bit more later. Okay, I think that's it for now.
Bye.
The Yacht Club cocktail party was very enjoyable and introduced us to the MSC signature martini, which was extremely tasty. I'm not sure whether you'll hear me over the music, but we're down in the Topsail Lounge for the Yacht Club cocktail party, and lots of people have arrived before us this time, and there's bits.
And the cocktail.
There's bits on the desk, on the table. and some fruit in the middle, and some crisps over there. And we both had a, what's it called? Martini.
Good evening.
Good. Everything's fine.
You're enjoying yourself?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, well, it's a wonderful evening. Thank you.
Exclusive seulement pour notre passager du Yacht Club. And dear guests, of course I need to present to you the fantastic staff that is taking care of you during this fabulous cruise. And we are going to start with our butlers. From Indonesia, Laxmi. From Madagascar, Marielle. From India, Tisvi. From Madagascar, Germaine. From Nepal, Raj. From India, Tushan. And from Indonesia, Made. Senior butler from Madagascar, Chakiris. Head butler from India, Victor. Yacht Club concierge from Italy, Denise. Yacht Club Maître D from Italy, Roberto. Yacht Club chef from India, Natal. As well, dear guests, a big round of applause for all our lounge butlers and bar team. And now, dear guests, we continue with the senior officers on board. Yacht Club Director from Mauritius, Vishesh. Food and Beverage Director from Italy, Vincenzo. Director of Hotel Services from Belgium, Arnold. Hotel Director from Italy, Guglielmo Cargiulo. And the Captain of MSC Preziosa, Lorenzo Sapetti. And dear guests, now we are ready to make a toast all together and to celebrate this fantastic cruise. So please, dear guests, prepare your glasses. Preparate tutti quanti I vostri bicchieri. Preparez votre vase. Preparen Sie Ihren Glas. Wir machen jetzt einen kleinen Prost. Alle zusammen. So dear guests, on this wonderful cruise, cheers!
Cheers. Cheers.
I hope you're enjoying it.
Other side. Cheers. I think I've just about done that, haven't I?
Al atardecer sueño con volver, querida, amanecer. Solo siento amor, miedo y dolor. Ya no sé a dónde voy, ni sé quién soy. Como un pájaro herida, triste languidecido, ya no sé cantar, ya no sé volar. Yo quisiera estar en velo y olvidar surcar del cielo nuestro amor de ayer y jamás volver, volver. Cuando tú estás, no me queda más, no dame tanta soledad. Cuando tu hogar desaparecerá entre sombra de mi noche, busco tu mirar, como un pájaro herido, triste latido vencido, ya no sé cantar, ya no sé volar. Yo quisiera estar en velo y olvidar surcar del cielo nuestro amor de ayer y jamás volver, volver.
A big round of applause for your dance instructors, Anton and Julia! Dear guys, I would
it's gala night, as you can probably tell from the bow tie and such there.
Sparkles.
Sparkles. I think I've got some cufflinks on, which is very unusual. We're in the theatre, and there's going to be some captain.
Cameo.
Yeah, but before that, there's some captain's
Yes.
presentation
Sure.
or something. Anyway, away we go.
Dear guests, once again, put your hands together for the head of department, the officers and senior officers of MSC Preziosa. And once again, your captain from Italy, Lorenzo Sabetti. More energy, more power. Let's clap, clap, clap. Once again, a huge round of applause and a costly applause. Your managers, head of department, officers and senior officers with the captain, Lorenzo Sabetti.
Vanish way back to 1985.
What do you mean, Doc?
Erased from existence. Yes!
I understand, Doc. You take care of my trip home, and I'm gonna control the remainder. I guess you guys aren't ready for that yet, but your kids are gonna love me. Let's go!
You feel the power of love.
Everything will be okay. I heard from the heavens, the clouds of heavy gray.
Everything Preziosa!
After the theatre, we went straight to the Yacht Club restaurant for what was billed as a gala meal. We're in the Palmeria for our gala dinner. We've got our focaccia bread and oil and balsamic. We're both having Caesar salad for a starter, and then Jill's having risotto, and I'm having beef rossini. The meal was finished off by coffee and these petit fours. After our meal, we went briefly to the Topsail Lounge before calling it a night. In episode 5, we arrive in Zeebrugge, visit the shop of the chocolate factory, have coffee in a cafe, find that most of Zeebrugge is taking a winter break, walk to the harbour, see another show in the theatre, and have another meal in the Yacht Club restaurant. Thanks for watching. We'd be very grateful if you liked and subscribed.